Hi, yes, hello, and welcome back to another Millennial Movie Member Request. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley, and if you're a returner, welcome back. You're probably thinking, Ashley, you're sitting really weird, and you're not wrong, but for good reason, because Beans does not want to move, but she also doesn't want to sit in my lap, so the baby gets what the baby wants. I'm not here to tell her what to do, I'm just here to feed her and give her pets. I'm hanging on by one butt cheek. So anyways, today's shirt is, Boba, it's cold outside. And you're thinking, Ashley, that's a Christmas shirt or like a winter shirt. Well, here in Tennessee, we are currently making our way through fake spring, which it was 75, sunny, beautiful yesterday. Today, rainy and 32. The temperature dropped like it saw a state trooper. Does that have anything to do with today's movie? I don't know, because if you have not seen the title or read the thumbnail today, I am watching the 1964 Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, from 1964. This comes from Millennial Movie member Ingy Bingy, who has had me watch some very interesting stuff on the channel, so I expect nothing less. Okay, number one. Number two, why does this movie have such an extremely long title? I can't even begin to guess what that title means, what Dr. Strangelove is, who's in it. I can't even begin to guess. So we're gonna look up a movie poster. And this is what I am looking at. Peter Sellers and George C. Scott. Those names sound familiar, but nothing comes to mind right off the top of my head. In Stanley Kubrick's, which I have come to realize that I have enjoyed a lot of Kubrick's. The Shining, loved it. 2001: A Space Odyssey, loved it. Already, just because it's a Kubrick film, very excited. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. And then it looks like we have a meeting around a giant table. This man has on some cool glasses, one leather glove. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Is this like the end of time, like accepting fate? Kubrick tends to deal with some big existential crisis, so like maybe that, or maybe I could be completely wrong. I don't know what to expect. So no more diddle-dallying, let's get right on into today's Millennial Movie Member Request, which is the 1964 Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. We have to share the chair today. If you don't want to sit in my lap, you can stay back there, but you have to share with me. Cats, what do you do? All right. It is the stated position of the U.S. Air Force that their safeguards would prevent the occurrence of such events as are depicted in the film. Furthermore, it should be noted that none of the characters portrayed in this film are meant to represent any real persons, living or dead. Well, instantly worried a little bit. Instantly worried.
Privately circulating among high-level Western leaders.
About what?
Be the ultimate weapon, a doomsday device.
Too close to home right now, Ingy Bingy. Yo, it is so insane to me that they can refuel planes in the air. That's so wild to me. Okay, the font is very interesting. It's different. James Earl Jones? I feel like I'm watching an intimate moment between two airplanes. Something I feel in Stanley Kubrick movies is he really loves to emphasize silence. He uses it to his advantage to push his movies along.
Very well, now listen to me carefully.
Okay.
The base is being put on condition red.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Group captain, I'm afraid this is not an exercise.
So what does it mean?
It looks like we're in a shooting war.
Hell.
Everybody's reaction, yeah.
I want you to transmit plan R. R for Robert.
Not plan R. What happened to plans A through Q?
And after you've done that, report back to me.
Okay, so this is big serious, and nobody can have communications outside of... Okay, well, and that alarm does not soothe my fears.
15 times the total explosive force used by all the armies in World War II.
Wow.
They are all 2 hours from their targets inside Russia.
All the time. Smart. Well, at least they're always available just in case. I'm sorry. Is that really flight material, sir? Okay, that was very cool. Somehow, reading Playboy was a little more comforting than falling asleep. You know, it'd really suck if they lost that little book.
The coldest wing attack plan R. R for Romeo.
I thought it was R for Robert.
Rodeo, and that's the stupidest thing I ever heard come over a set of earphones.
This guy's so country, I love it. His voice kind of sounds familiar. Alright, now we match up those letters with the plan. And it matches. Plan R.
Maybe you better get a confirmation from base.
That's a good plan. Always make sure. Would hate to start, you know, a war on accident.
Is it possible this is some kind of loyalty test? Give the go code and then recall us.
Well, regardless, if it's a test, you're gonna pass it. And if it's not a test, you're gonna be ready to go.
Well, boys, I reckon this is it.
Calls for a cowboy hat, honestly. I respect it, dude.
Back home is counting on you, and by golly, we ain't about to let them down.
Amen. Let's go.
I'd say that you're all in line for some important promotions, and
Just gotta make it back.
let's get this thing on the hook. We got some flying to do.
You know what? He said he wasn't good at making speeches, but like that was really good in his own little way, you know? Was this before tanning beds? Was this before tanning beds? Should I get it? And you're right there by it? Yeah.
Well, this is his secretary, Miss Scott.
Secretary.
Oh, we were just catching up on some of the general's paperwork.
Looks a lot more than that.
He says it can't wait.
Find out why you want.
There's a lot happening here.
It was directed to the 843rd Bomb Wing on airborne alert.
Is this really something you should be yelling?
I want to call, what's his name? Base Commander Ripper.
Is he drunk or something?
He says he's tried personally several times, but everything is dead. Even
All this could be solved if the general would just take the phone.
Fred?
Finally. Thank you. Praise God.
I don't like the look of this, Fred.
I thought he was about to grab her ass or something. I was gonna be like, not the time.
Where's my shorts?
on the floor. Where are you going?
What are you wearing? Are those not shorts?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
The Air Force never sleeps.
Hey, baby girl, why were you tanning at 3 a.m. in heels?
I'll be back here before you can say, blast off.
What an interesting relationship with your secretary.
He may even come in the uniform of our own troops.
Oh, great. So we don't really know. Just high alert all the time.
If in doubt, shoot first and ask questions afterward.
I respect that. So everybody's prepping for this to be like Dunzo. For this to be like, well, it's nuclear war, Ashley. That's what this is. Yeah, baby, get into it. Drown out the bad news and just listen to your jams. I've never thought about airplanes having safes in them. Oh, it's where you keep your top secret stuff and your little porn stash. Got it. Whatever works, works. Wow, everybody has their own secret envelopes. Is everybody on separate missions in the same plane, you think?
So block any transmission other than those pursued by code prepaid.
Wow. A lot of things gotta be ready to go in order to execute Plan R.
30 megaton nuclear device used for air.
So we about to big explode.
Bravo X-ray 108.
I'm not smart enough. I just spit everywhere. Well, if y'all needed any more proof, I'm not smart enough to be in the military or Air Force. I can't keep up with all these commands.
I thought I issued instructions for all radios on this base to be impounded.
The process of impounding is very wide when I had to switch it on.
Well, that's not what he ordered.
Program does not give you any special prerogatives to question my orders.
Him locking that door. Scary.
My attack orders have been issued and the orders stand.
Yeah, it's not going to be recalled, baby. This is for real.
Russian attack was in progress. We would certainly not be hearing civilian broadcasting.
Are you sure?
But I would say, sir, that there was something dreadfully wrong somewhere.
But with who? Something is not right. It's too suspicious here.
Upon my own authority, bring back the wing. You'll excuse me, sir.
I don't think you can do that. Also, you're locked in. Again, you're locked in.
The person who knows the 3-letter code group.
Then I must insist, sir, that you give them to me.
Not gonna do that. This is all in his hands. So we're starting a war. Got it.
There will be only one course of action open. Total commitment.
So he's like almost forcing everyone's hand at this.
War is too important to be left to politicians.
Okay, so you're calling the shots. Got it.
I can no longer sit back and allow communist indoctrination
He decided to do this, and he's doing it.
to sap and impurify all of our precious bodily fluids.
Wow. Okay, so this general has taken, literally the national, global safety into his own hands. Got it.
General Jack Ripper, the commanding general of,
Jack Ripper, like the serial killer?
attacked their targets inside Russia. The plane
Okay, so Russia doesn't know this is happening. The president didn't know this was happening. Got it.
Was the only one in authority to order the use of nuclear weapons.
Not according to this other guy.
It's beginning to look like General Ripper exceeded his authority,
Yes. Accurate.
in which a lower echelon commander may order nuclear retaliation.
Oh my God.
Normal chain of command has been disrupted. You,
Wow. So this general took it upon himself. He thinks that there's a sneak attack, so he went ahead and pulled the trigger.
they do not require a second order to proceed. They will continue until they reach their target.
Oh, great.
Why haven't you radioed the planes countermanding the Go Code?
We'll see about that. There's a lot of things standing in the way.
Are switched into a special coded device, which I believe is designated.
Yeah, that's only one issue. The general who issued this crazy plan is the only one who knows the recall code.
The message is preceded by the correct three-letter code.
But who knows that? The guy who called it.
It's going to take us about 2.5 days to transmit them all.
So it's a little late.
General Ripper called Strategic Air Command headquarters.
But you were too busy with your secretary, so you didn't take it seriously.
Them now. So let's get going. There's no other choice.
I love how this general is like giggling, and all the other men in the room were like, excuse me?
This man is obviously a psychotic.
Well, I'd like to hold off judgment on a thing like that, sir.
No, you can judge him. He's psychotic.
You assured me there was no possibility of such a thing ever occurring.
So what went wrong?
To condemn the whole program because of a single slip-up, sir.
It's a big slip up, though.
Told you never to call me here. Don't you know where I am?
No, who is it? Is it Ripper? Secretary.
Well, look, baby, I can't talk to you now.
Secretary.
Someday I'm going to make you Mrs. Buck Turgidson.
Why is she calling the situation room?
Listen, sure. Don't forget to say your prayers.
I love how he's whispering, but there's definitely an echo in the room. Everybody knows that was Yo-Ho.
For your defense team, my boys can brush them aside without too much trouble.
Oh, boom, roasted.
Go absolutely ape, and they're going to strike back with everything they got.
Right.
Hell, we got a 5-to-1 missile superiority as it is. We could easily assign.
So you're supporting this plan?
Badly damaged and uncoordinated.
General,
You look real proud of yourself.
proud policy of our country never to strike first with nuclear weapons.
Exactly.
President, I would say that General Ripper has already invalidated that policy.
Not the time for jokes.
Where you got 20 million people killed, and the other where you got 150 million people killed.
There's so many things.
I will not go down in history as the greatest mass murderer since Adolf Hitler.
It's a good line to draw.
Is that the Russian ambassador you're talking about?
Yes, it is, General.
What other ambassador would be involved right now?
He'll see the big board.
That is precisely the idea, General.
I'm in on this to help maintain peace.
145 caliber automatic.
Meanwhile, this is happening in these airplanes.
1 miniature combination Russian phrase book and Bible.
They fit the whole Bible in that little size?
1 issue of prophylactics. 3 pair of nylon stockings.
Well, just in case.
And bring me some cigars, please. Havana cigars.
All that stuff on those tables and you still need things that are not there?
Mr. President, I formally request that we have a signal.
Maybe don't be insulting him right now. We gotta work together to fix this. Now, we ain't got time for all this.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Lousy commie rat was taking pictures with this thing of the big board.
Are you surprised? Well, no turning back now. It's done started. Holy shit, wait a second. That's not in Russia. That's the other group of people going to his base that he has shut down. That's American military versus American military. I know all of this.
Hear too well. Do you suppose you could turn the music down just a little?
Listen, it's the end of the world. Party it up, dude.
Fine, I can hear you now, Dimitri.
This man and his gum. He's always chewing a piece of gum.
As you say, we're both coming through fine. Good.
Can you get to the point?
Talked about the possibility of something going wrong with the bomb.
Well, that's not a great way to start this conversation.
Well, he went a little funny in the head.
He had a little mental break.
Can you imagine how I feel about it, Dimitri?
But you can imagine how he feels. He just found out his country's gonna get bombed.
Of course I like to speak to you. Of course I like to say hello.
This man is drunker than a skunk.
It's a friendly call. Of course it's a friendly call.
A friendly call about war that's about 15 minutes away.
We're just gonna have to help you destroy them, Dimitri.
Oh no. I mean, what else do you do though?
Who should we call, Dimitri? The
Ghostbusters!
Oh, you'll call them first, will you? Uh-huh.
Maybe Dimitri shouldn't call them first.
I'm sorry too, Dimitri.
I know, my God, this is painful for me too, and I don't really fully understand what's going on.
I am as sorry as you are, Dimitri. Don't say that you're more sorry than I am.
Don't argue with a drunk man. You got nukes headed there.
The fools, the mad fools. The doomsday machine.
It's already started.
Which will destroy all human and animal life on Earth.
Awesome. Love that for us. You see, now this guy has a piece of gum. Why is gum such a big thing in this movie?
Have you ever seen a commie drink a glass of water?
No.
On no account will a commie ever drink water.
This guy's a big crazy.
Mandrake, water is the source of all life.
Uh-huh.
7/10 of this Earth's surface is water.
Uh-huh.
70% of you is water.
What are you getting at, my guy?
Fresh, pure water to replenish our precious bodily fluids.
Is he saying that they're not humans?
Have you ever heard of a thing called fluoridation?
No. No, I don't know what that is.
Is the most monstrously conceived and dangerous communist plot we have ever had to face.
I am confused and scared.
Joke and play a dead game, soldier.
Well, play better. I'm gonna say golf clubs? Gun in the golf clubs. Got it.
I haven't had very much experience, you know.
This is wild. This is wild.
Mandrake, come over here. The redcoats are coming. Come on.
Many things are happening, none of which I understand.
Radioactivity which will in 93 years.
I mean, wouldn't you think that something like this would be top secret? So, like, why don't you believe this guy?
The doomsday machine is designed to trigger itself automatically. But
Oh, well, that's not good.
if any attempt is ever made to untrigger it,
Okay, so it's gonna go off no matter what.
in the arms race, the space race.
Too many things going on. Too many things trying to be achieved.
Dr. Strangelove, do we have anything like that in the works?
Oh, this is an actual person?
Then you mean it is possible for them to have built such a thing?
That's what it sounds like.
Is the art of producing in the mind of the enemy.
I'm big confused.
Gee, I wish we had one of them doomsday machines, Dainty.
But this is...
Yeah, because at least we could pull the trigger first.
Is programmed into a tape memory bank.
I'm having a tough time following y'all.
He changed it when he became a citizen. It used to be McVick.
I'd change that name too.
If you keep it a secret, why didn't you tell the world, eh?
It don't sound like peace is being achieved. There's so much happened. We are fighting our own people because this guy decided to pull rank and like decide to start a war on his own account just to find out that there's a doomsday bomb that's gonna take out the whole world anyway. Awesome. I've never like seen one of those guns in real life. Doesn't the bell automatically feed through the gun?
Don't you think we'd be better off in some other part of the room away from all this fun?
I agree with that guy.
You know when fluoridation first began?
I don't know what that is.
Substance is introduced into our precious bodily fluids.
Why does he keep saying bodily fluids?
I first became aware of it, Mandrake, during the physical act of love.
While you were having sex?
I do not avoid women, Mandrake. I do deny them my essence.
This guy's wild. Okay, we're having a little ceasefire, a little truce. That's great. Some progress is being made somewhere.
Well, there's still time, I beg you. Let's recall the winger.
You need to recall them. You need to do that.
And I'm equally sure they all died thinking of you. Every man jack of them.
They had to have, because you caused all of this.
Were you ever a prisoner of war?
Yes, I was, matter of fact.
Today, now, currently.
Fun, the swines. Strange thing is, they make such bloody good cameras.
What?
Now those clowns outside are gonna give me a pretty good going over.
Absolutely. Which is what you deserve. You gotta have the code to recall your dudes.
We'll fight them together, boy, like we did just now.
Okay, so he's like reverse psychologying this guy to fix everything. Good for him. That's smart.
I think I can.
Yes, well, of course you can, Jack. Of course.
He gonna kill himself?
You're gonna give me the code, boy. That's what I'm hoping.
Is he gonna unalive? Where's he going? He's too calm. I'm stripped.
What the code is?
It's done. Nope. Okay, well. So now we're SOL, for a lack of a better term. Got it.
Dear Soda Captain, I have an unidentified radar blip.
Where? I don't see. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the blip? I don't see it.
Looks like a missile tracking us.
Is it our missile taking them down along with Russia? I feel so bad for these guys because they're probably going to get got. And they don't know. They don't know they don't need to be doing this anymore. They're just following orders, you know?
Missile still deflecting range 4 miles.
Okay, getting better. Unless that missile's going to pull a quick U-turn. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's a biggin'. That was a doomsday one. Oh, yeah. And this airplane is carrying nukes, so it can't exactly just, you know, catch on fire and it be okay. Well, not a lot of airplanes can catch on fire and be okay. You know what? Cooper did the best he could with his little airplane model flying through the mountains, and I just respect him for that. So if the airplane crashes, does that mean the nukes also detonate? Have to. Have to, right?
P-O-E.
Okay, so this general, huge crazy. Hello.
I'm General Ripper's executive officer.
Where's General Ripper?
Dead. Yeah.
Put your hands over your head and keep them there.
Whoa. Oh my god. Who can we trust anymore? I don't know.
Went as mad as a bloody March hare and sent the whole wing to attack the Soviets. Don't you know that?
Boom.
What are you talking about?
He did not know that he did that. Oh, even if we could, oh, well, hell, even if we did know the code, well, that whole thing is blown to bits, so. That's James Earl Jones! It's the voice gave him away.
Would have enough fuel to ditch at Weathership Tango.
So you would accomplish your primary mission, but you'd be SOL and get back home. Or anywhere safe for that matter.
I think General Ripper found out about your perversion and that you were organizing some kind of mutiny.
No, he was doing this!
You just said the president.
What about the president?
Put it together.
He was executive officer, so the president will bloody well want to speak to me, won't he?
I agree with that.
You want to talk to the president of the United States?
Who else, guy?
You'll be lucky if you end up wearing the uniform of a bloody toilet attendant.
Damn. Boom, roasted. You gonna use a payphone to call the president?
Place an emergency person-to-person call with President Merkin Muffley in the...
I'm sure that's gonna go great for you.
No, I'm perfectly serious, operator. The president, yes, the president of the United States.
They're laughing back at the operation booth. Absolutely are.
Well, you don't think I'd go into combat with loose change in my pocket, do you?
This guy's no help.
That Coca-Cola machine. I want you to shoot the lock off it. There may be some change in there.
Smart. Smart. Resourceful.
That's private property.
Oh my god.
Shoot with a gun. That's what the bullets are for, you twit.
You're gonna have to answer to the Coca-Cola company.
I think they'll understand. Oh. A little free drink.
E is being acknowledged. Roger by...
They figured it out. That's awesome. He reached the president and got the right code. That's awesome.
We have heard the wings of the angel of death.
To put it lightly. But what about the doomsday device?
0.
Oh yeah, I forgot these guys don't have fuel to get back home.
Now only claims 3 aircraft confirmed. The 4th may only be damaged.
Well, there we go. We found the 4th, and that's where it's headed, and that's what's going on. There you go.
Just looking for an excuse to clobber us. I mean, if the spaghetti hits the fan now, we're in trouble.
Okay, I understand why you think like that. Oh, but they can't get a hold of the plane that is missing.
I'm sorry that jamming your radar and flying so low, but they're trained to do it.
They're following orders, although they cannot intercept or receive your cancel order.
I am not getting... no, Dimitri, I'm just worried, that's all.
We're all worried. Why do I think no matter what happens at this point, it's going to set off the doomsday bomb?
I don't give a hoot in hell how you do it.
Most southern thing I've ever heard.
What's the nearest target opportunity?
Oh God. Oh, y'all are... Everybody's going rogue in this movie.
Is there really a chance for that plane to get through?
Mr. President, if I may speak freely.
Haven't you been doing this whole time?
Peons to understand a machine like some of our boys, and that's not meant as an insult, Mr.
It's not meant as an insult. How else do you take it?
Hello, I mean, you ought to see it sometime. It's a sight, a big...
Focus. Focus. Okay, so they're gonna veer off course. Nobody's gonna know because nobody can communicate. They're gonna bomb, and then doomsday gonna happen. Everybody just... This is why you don't make your own choices. Oh no. Maybe we're all saved. Hey, look, it might all work out now. What they might consider a failed, deployment is actually the right thing to happen. Okay. Well, they're right there, my guy. I'm not an airplane tech, but, like, I feel like that's not supposed to be doing that. So, like, if he gets some doors open while he's on the bomb, does he not realize he's gonna go down with the bomb? Like, this movie's almost over. There has to be some kind of resolve. I gotta know. You going out with the bomb? You going out with the bomb? Aren't you so glad he changed into his little cowboy hat? Well, that plane never got recalled.
To preserve a nucleus of human specimens.
What?
Possibly, 100 years?
Oh, only 100 years? Easy.
It would not be difficult, mein Führer. I'm sorry, Mr. President.
I was gonna say, did you just call him Mein Führer?
Sexual fertility? Intelligence?
Sir? I was about to say, I feel like you got a little more Germany left in you.
Actually, they would breed prodigiously, eh?
I feel like you got a little bit of Hitler running through them veins.
But with the proper breeding techniques and...
Breeding techniques?
Bold curiosity for the adventure ahead.
You better stop, sir.
Ratio of 10 women to each man.
Is that what you're still thinking about?
Abandonment of the so-called monogamous...
A sacrifice required for...
Sacrifice.
I must confess, you have an astonishingly good idea there, Doctor.
No, y'all better stop!
Mein Führer!
Oh, you're in America. So the doomsday device was detonated. I will tell you that this is very eerie. The mushroom clouds with this song. The end. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I have no idea what just happened. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is supposed to be a comedy. I'm just gonna have to look it up. If I were to tell you in this moment, if I were to give it stars based on what I just watched and knowing nothing about it, I would be like, I don't understand any of this. Don't watch this movie. But it could just be one of those things where maybe I need to look it up and it'll make more sense to me. Satire comedy film that's satirizes the Cold War fears of nuclear conflict between the Soviet Union and the United States. So this is a quote from Kubrick. My idea of doing it as a nightmare comedy came in the early weeks of working on the screenplay. I found that in trying to put meat on the bones and to imagine the scenes fully, one had to keep leaving out of it things which were either absurd or paradoxical in order to keep it from being funny, and these things seem to be close to the heart of the scenes in question. Dr. Strangelove is one of the master director's greatest films, regarded as one of the best comedies ever made, while its very serious, similarly themed rival Failsafe is largely forgotten. So, okay. So, before I read on, this is kind of how I'm taking it, okay? You had that main general who went crazy and decided to implement something that didn't require the president's approval. He didn't tell anybody who was doing it, like what was going on and who called it, right? Saying that there had been a secret attack from Russia, and nobody knew what was going on. Exactly, thank you for your addition, Beans. So, the greatest threat to ourselves was actually ourselves, Beans. And we were so worried about Russia and communists that it never occurred to the president in the war room that Dr. Strangelove was actually very much still a Nazi and tried to implement World War II ideals. Is that the joke? That like we were so worried about something else that's not actually happening that we miss what's right under our noses? Maybe. Do you have anything else to add, Beans? Let me read. I don't know. Hold on. It says here, Strangelove is the wackiest and most memorable of all three characters played by Sellers. Didn't realize one person was playing multiple parts this entire time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I understand the movie. Maybe because, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm smart enough to understand. Because the only thing that I can come up with from watching this is like we were so worried about something else that we missed a threat that was right under our nose. But it's supposed to be a comedy, so I'm real sorry. This is the first time I've ever watched a movie and I just really don't know if I understood any of it. And this is going up against 2001 Space Odyssey. Inky Biggy, I'm real sorry, my guy. It's almost like I wish I understood the movie because then I might enjoy it, but I don't know if... Do I understand it and I just didn't enjoy it? I don't know. I'm not doing great. I'm not... Okay, for me personally, okay, I'm going to read the comments, of course, on Patreon. Of course I am. So, in the comments down below, let me know if I was right or wrong. Pretty sure I was wrong, but let me know. Inky Piggy, thank you so much for always getting me to try stuff outside the box. Thank you so much for supporting me, the channel, and Beans like you do, Inky Piggy. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, stick around. Coming up Monday is actually going to be the Three Musketeers in honor of Raquel Welch, who passed away recently. And coming up Millennial Movie member-wise, I got The Quiet Man, a John Wayne film. I got War Games coming up too, and I have X-Men on the way as well. As far as Mondays go, I got a poll up on Patreon right now, and I'll be sure to let you know if Editing Ashley knows. She'll put it right here. If not, links to social media down below if you want my friend outside the YouTubeverse, and I'll see you right back here on Monday. Bye!